He loves me and cares for me, even though he insults me and calls me all sorts of names. She loves me and cares for me, even though she abuses me physically, psychologically. And hey, she wants to marry me, and he also wants to marry me. He uses this love language to make me a better person. Assault under the guise of love is a complex and serious issue that can occur in relationship or courtship. It involves one person using love, care, or affection as a cover for controlling or abusive behavior towards their partner. This manipulation can manifest in various forms, such as emotional, psychological, or physical abuse. It's crucial to recognize and address such behavior to ensure a healthy and safe relationship. Welcome to Inside Today. I am Jumai Manson. Today, I am being joined by Ogudogu Justina Hevzeva. She is an administrator and CEO Hevzeva Collections. Stay tuned, the program continues shortly. You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is Insight Today on Global Television. And today, like I said, we're going to be looking at something very interesting. It is called domestic violence. And of course, one of the key issues is abuse under the guise of love. All right, Justina, it's great to have you on the program. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my darling. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
And talking about domestic violence now in relationship and, of course, courtship, when you are in a relationship with an individual and getting to know that person. Now, how can emotional manipulation, be disguised as love in a relationship?
Okay, I will say when the person in question, the person involved in that emotional abuse is not aware that it's an abuse. You think it for love. You take it for correction. Some people they'll tell you, oh, sit down there, you swam. They'll just tell you something and you think, oh, the person is trying to caution you to do the right thing because he loves you. No, the person is just trying to tame you to his own will. A narcissist will want to tame you to himself. You understand?
So,
That is not love.
does it work in both ways? That there's some women out there, like, men and women are being violated when it comes to abuse, when it comes to issues like this. And a woman can just say, okay, he loves me, and disrespect the man. Isn't it showing love? I love you. Oh, please, you're very annoying in front of his friends, and tell him, oh, keep quiet or something, or what is wrong with you? Or can't you get my bag or something? How isn't that? It's supposed to be love. That's love language, isn't it?
No, that's not a love language. Your love language should be like, it should be respectful, yeah? When you are with your man alone in the house, you could use those languages. But when you're outside, you respect your man, respect your woman, respect whoever you're with outside. When you get inside, you can do your normal play, have your normal language you want to use for yourself. You understand? Because me as a person sitting next to you, I will not understand that is your love language.
That's true.
I won't understand it. I'll just see, oh, this person is rude. I won't take this. You understand? So if you are in the house, you can use your love language to yourself the way you like it. But when you're outside, respect your partner. Respect anybody. I can't just see you here now, start calling you names that I call you outside this place. I can't do that.
Like body shaming and
Like,
all of
no.
that. But why should someone tolerate that, really?
Because they are not aware. That's why you have to create the awareness. They are not aware that that is an abuse. They're not aware.
Do you know, back in the day when I was in the university, I had a friend who had someone she was actually dating. Two of my friends, the first one now, she had someone who she was deeply in love with, but he was all the way, he wasn't where we were at that time. I don't want to call any names. And then for me, he was very abusive. But she didn't see it as that. And then when they had issues, she came back to school and met a very nice guy. There was this guy back in the unit, I really, really liked her, who was very subtle. He was soft, understanding. And she said, Jay, I don't like this guy. I was like, why? He said, he's too soft. I prefer the other one where I was dating. He teaches me a lesson. Like, I like the way he beats me. I like the way he drags me from the staircase downward. I like the way I was like, are you kidding me? He abuses. She's like, yeah, because I'm stubborn. I need to understand that she is a stubborn person. So that's the only way she knows that he loves her. Like it has, and they've been dating for almost 8 years.
That's not dating.
So now she thinks it's a norm.
No.
But I think it's because she doesn't understand what love is. I think most women, they find it that they do not understand, they've not experienced love. They don't know love is soft, love is kind, love is, but people think it's all about once I beat her. I've seen issues like that. I've watched instances where a man would drag his fiance and she'll scream, no, I want you to hit me
No,
here.
it also depends on the background the person is coming from.
Really?
It depends on the background the person is coming from. If you have an abusive parents that were always involved in fighting, and the father is always beating the mother, or the mother is always fighting the father, that child will grow up to think that it's normal for one to be hit all because of love. Love does not hurt. A true love does not hurt.
True love doesn't hurt.
A true love will not want to drag you down the staircase.
I mean, that she liked it. She was
No,
like, Shumai,
no.
he's teaching me a lesson. I was like, are you?
That's not a lesson. He could say it with his mouth.
I don't want to say what I told her.
Okay.
I actually asked her if she was going. I just shouted, are you? I just
Is she on drugs or something? I don't understand.
Are you kidding me?
Why would I want you to hit me or drag me down the staircase?
But
just because you're proving to me that you love me.
Really?
No, that's not it.
But a lot of women, we're going to talk about the men because let's just talk about women. We women, we have our own, because sometimes
Our
women
square.
really. But the thing at the same time, but let's really talk about the men first, because
Okay.
most women, as we speak, are in relationships, abusive relationship under the guise of love. I have seen young girls who pretend to their parents they're in school, and then you see maybe an elite who is very abusive. I know someone that an elite back in the day, she was dating this elite back in the day, and he was so abusive. He got her a house, he got her a car, she travels with him. He just says, come, we're traveling to Dubai, you're not going for lectures this whole week, clear your decks. And she says no, he will pound her, he will beat
Okay.
her. And then I had to tell her, come, I think I'm going to stop being friends with you if you do not stop this, whatever. She was like, she doesn't have anywhere to go.
Exactly. That's the point. When you are with someone that feeds you, clothes you, house you, and you feel you are hopeless without that person, whatever that person is doing to you, you don't see it as an abuse.
You see it as what?
You see it as love, because you feel that that's your terms of love, that he's doing so much for you. Like, I don't understand why you should let a man rent your house, pay your bills, while your parents think you're in school, and that man is abusing you. You don't want to leave because of what you're gaining from him.
Like I told you, she said she doesn't have anywhere to
Because
go.
that's what she made herself. She made herself hopeless. Now she has to bear that abuse. At the end of the day, that man does not even love her. Maybe the man is just using her for a time.
But really, how do you speak to ladies? How do you get them to love themselves, to know that they are worth something?
Self-worth is very important. Work on, I always tell ladies, I always tell people that come across, work on yourself. Get something doing. Believe in yourself. Don't ridicule yourself to the terms that you have to be under the coverage of an abuse in the terms of love, and you now feel the person loves me, even if he beats me, he can provide my needs. Get something doing. Work on your mental health, that you don't have to depend on someone to
Survive.
survive.
But the economy is not smiling. Most girls depend on
We
men,
know.
even when they are
That's where
abusive.
contentment comes in. That's where contentment comes in. When you get something doing, maybe you're working and you earn like 100,000 naira, and your taste, you want to wear the hair of 500,000 naira, you go and join an abusive relationship. You want to, we know there are other things you can do, like you can work, get some jobs done, and you get something that can clothe you, that can feed you, that can pay your bills. At least support will be coming from family members and friends. So though, that doesn't, that's not, you when you are content with what you are gaining, what you are having, and with your pay, you are content with what comes to you at that particular time. I don't think you want to go and stay with a man that will rent you a house of 500,000 a year, where you know you can't afford that house. And when that man beats you, you want to stay there to maintain a high standard instead of you to just be yourself.
Okay, let's look outside all of these things now. Let us look at a lady who is of age. And there's this pressure of you must get married, bring someone home. You know, we are Africans. We have this pressure of look at your age, all your younger sisters, they're all married. Your friends, you're always the bridesmaid or the bridal train, and all of that, and you are not married. And this individual is in an abusive relationship in the guise of love. And the man, remember, he's abusive, but he says, "I will marry you." At least that particular trophy, is it worth it?
It's not worth it. Anything that is against your peace is not worth it. Anything that deter your peace is not worth it. Like I said before, and I will say it again, whoever that is pressuring you into any relationship or marriage will not stay with you there. You are the one that will stay in that relationship. You are the one that will stay in that marriage. Whether male or female, anybody pressuring you, just tell the person to give you time if it's family member. And when they are pressuring you so much that they want to push you into debt, you let them know the consequence. Like, you can't be pressured into an abusive relationship and you now get married and you expect it to change. It won't change.
No.
And by the time that man beats you to death, it's the same people that will say, why did he not speak out? Why did she
Why
stay?
did she stay?
Why did she stay when she knows that this man is abusive or this woman is abusive? And mind you, it's not totally physical hitting or that is an abuse. There are some kind of verbal abuse that will cause you that will cause you your self-esteem. You don't stay in such relationship.
Now, how can one differentiate between genuine love and manipulative behavior in a relationship? Now, this is very common because once a man is abusive, he always turns the table around.
That's a narcissist. Always making you feel that you are the one that you are the cause of your problem. Always making you feel that you are not good enough for yourself.
Really?
He's a narcissist. Some women do that too.
I'm telling you, we're going to talk about our agenda. We're going to talk about our agenda. But how do you know, I have a colleague of mine who dated a narcissist, and she was like, oh my goodness. She knows them. And she always says, this is what they do. They always turn the table around.
Yeah, they'll make you feel that you are the cause of the problem that is happening. Meanwhile, they will push you behind you. You will not know that the person outside will know that this person is actually pinching you, and you are reacting to whatever he's doing. They'll not feel the man is quiet too. The man is a nice man. Meanwhile, he's the one killing you. You understand?
Oh God, maybe not fall into such hands.
Amen.
But you know what? We're going to still talk about this issue, but really, some women go through a lot when it comes to young ladies. I think mothers, guardians have a role to play by always intimating the child, and especially the girl child, and telling her that, come, you are beautiful. These words are hard. They don't hear it enough. When you hear words like, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you can aspire to be whatever you want, I feel parents don't tell their children that enough. So when a man comes and tells a girl, you're beautiful, oh, I've not heard someone tell me I'm beautiful before. And even when he's abusive, oh, he just said I am beautiful. Those words, I think they go a long way when it comes to training up a child for her not to indulge or get involved in relationships that are abusive. Know when to say, no, I am done. Know when to say, please, this is not for me. I deserve better. When is the right time to say, I deserve better? I'm not going to continue with this abuse anymore.
From the very moment you discover that you are being abused, that's the right time to say, I'm done. From the very moment. But are you aware that some parents push their children into abusive relationship because of what they're getting from that relationship? You see parents, they will know that their daughter or their son is passing through a particular an abuse in the relationship. They'll say, stay, manage. Even myself, that's what I passed through in the hand of your father.
Really?
Or some will tell you, stay, so far it's bringing money. Or stay, provided this person is doing this for the family. You understand? So that kind of a parent, is that not the cause? If whatever happens to that child or the man or the
It's
woman,
unforgivable.
you understand? So that's why I'm always saying that when you feel that you're not comfortable in an environment, whether in a relationship or anywhere you find yourself, you are not comfortable, they're abusing you, either mentally or physically, verbally, anyhow they are abusing you, I think you should walk away from that environment.
Well, you mentioned something. You said sometimes they do not know that this is an abuse.
Yes, for example, a husband that is always making the wife feel that he's not sensible enough. The wife is,
You're
you are
dull.
dirty, you are dull. This child is more
You
is
can't
wiser
make,
than
you can't make 1 naira into 1 billion naira.
Yeah,
You're a nobody
then,
without
and
me.
the woman is actually not working. She'll feel, oh, actually, he's right. You understand? And maybe the family have told her, you don't have where to come. We better stay in that relationship.
Stay in that marriage.
Stay in
and
that
die there.
marriage. That woman will just be and say, okay, maybe my parents, I used to see my father insult my mother too. Then they will not stay. But God forbid that thing. We are not in that age anymore. You understand?
But
We're
really,
in a social media era where every time they create awareness, they make you know that this one is an abuse and this one is not abuse. You have to learn and walk away. You understand?
but let me ask you, I want to ask this question. I know some people might be going through this, but what if he's loving?
There's no way
He's
somebody
kind.
can love you and still be abusing
wait,
you.
Wait, I'm getting sorry because I know people who are in this sort of relationship. He's loving. He's kind. And anytime he abuses,
You buy you things.
oh my God.
You buy you the most expensive
He takes
hair.
you on a business
Oh,
trip.
one day you die. One day you end up killing that person. You understand? Let's not focus on the men alone. No. Women are busy men too.
A lot.
A lot.
I read on today Global Morning there was a newspaper review that said a woman stabbed her husband to death because of infidelity.
That's not enough reason to stop a man.
It's not
Walk
enough.
away if you're not okay with him. Yes. If you're not cool with that, he's cheated on you, yes. That's not enough reason to kill somebody's child.
No, it's not enough. It's not enough reason.
He cheated on you. Now that he's dead, is she not going to cheat with another person?
But you know, some women actually, like I say, our gender, I know some women that actually slap their husbands in front of the children.
Well, I mean, if I was a man, I will beat you too. If I was a man, you don't slap. No, true. No, you don't do
That's your own opinion. Really?
That's my own opinion.
Yes, but-
I'm not beating you. I don't hit you. Why will you hit me in front of the children? What are you teaching them?
Yeah, some women do
What
that.
do you want them
Some
to
women
grow up
slap.
with?
I know some women slap their husbands, their fiancés. They're not even married yet.
I'm not married to you yet. You're slapping me.
Yes, they
Sorry, I'm
actually
out.
manhandle them, and he thinks, oh, she loves me. She's just being herself.
Oh, no. You are not being yourself.
What is she doing?
When she's married to that man, you use mortar pistol. That's what you'll be using next.
That's why I don't want to laugh. I'm very serious on this program. You're laughing. People are going through this.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, I'm telling you that some women actually tell their husbands to sit down
I've seen a woman tell the husband to shut up in a meeting. Yes.
in front of everyone.
In the meeting when men were gathered, I was like, I looked at the man like, God, don't let me react on his behalf.
If I was your sister.
Don't let me react on his behalf.
If I was your sister. Oh my goodness.
I was like, God, don't let me react on his behalf. I looked at the woman again like, were you trained?
Oh.
You understand? And she didn't see anything wrong with it because she's been doing it for a while.
And he kept quiet.
You man saw it as love. Man, now that's what I'm saying. What you don't accept it. What you won't accept.
At all. I would not
I won't
tolerate
take
it.
nonsense from anybody to insult me publicly. I don't understand it.
But wait a minute. Now I want to ask a question. Hefzibah, this is serious. Do you think people don't talk about this issue when a man abuses a woman, for instance? Is a woman supposed to... No, sit down. I want to correct that. Please, don't do that again.
From the onset, he would have done it. It started like a joke. It started like a joke,
right?
Yeah, it started like a joke. I'm talking to my friends. You are there. Honey, shut up. That's the last time you use the word shut up. you,
You're not
I won't beat you. I'll tell you don't do it again. In fact,
in front of the friend.
you won't even be around my friends again. That's if I want to keep you. And I don't think why would somebody keep such a relationship?
Yeah,
You
I
understand?
think it started as a joke.
It started like
Look
a
at you, you're just
joke.
getting fat. Look at your stomach.
If you don't like the stomach, we'll discuss it there. It's part of my body. You understand? Since you don't like the stomach, see, you like every other thing, you don't like the stomach, I walk away because you are going to use it to abuse me next time.
But you see, these are the things you do not see when you're in love.
That's what I'm saying. Enter
So,
love with your brain, your eyes, everything.
aha! I was getting. Let's quickly go on a very quick break. The program continues shortly. Stay tuned. It's Inside Today. All right, you're welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, this is Inside Today. And I've been here with an amazing individual, and Justina Ogodugu. And of course, Justina has been here talking about what she feels about domestic violence and abuse under the guise of love, both male and female. We said both the male and female go through this. It's not just one particular gender, not just the women folk, but also the male folk also go through this. Abuses go on, and she said something very vital. She says it started as a joke. Really, it started as a joke.
Yeah.
You just hit the person lightly, and then it becomes, and you just like stop,
Yeah.
and then it just starts from lightly to, then he starts again and again. It becomes very hard and very serious. But for you, don't you think there's a particular table for dialogue where you can sit down and talk about it? When you talk about it, and if it continues, then you walk away.
Yes, that's when it's starting. Like I said, it started like a joke. When you discover that's intent, that's attitude, from the onset you dialogue about it. You sit and talk about it. When the person repeats it again, you know that it's part of the person. That it's not ready to change.
Exactly, he's not ready to
You
change.
understand? If I tell you something in a room and you don't like it, don't take it for granted. Because that attitude, you might think, oh, I said this in the house, he didn't do anything about it. You might say it outside. Like mutual respect is a high key, is a very good thing that everybody should have.
It's very important.
Yeah, it's very important. And when you see that your partner is not respecting you inside the house, you discuss it. And when it continues, you know that definitely this person is not ready to stop.
And is not ready to change.
Yes.
And automatically, this love that you always that you're actually saying you love the individual is not true. It's not from the depth of your
You
heart.
can love somebody. People can be in love and there's a bad attitude within the partner, and
But
that
if you
bad
love-
attitude that needs to
If
be
you love
changed.
me, you'll be willing to change.
You'll be willing to change. Maybe she's coming from a background that the father and mother, everybody is vulgar in the house.
Or the man too.
You understand? Or the man started it. The man must have started it. Or even if they just grew in an environment where they've been talking like that for a while. You understand? So it's something that if you love somebody, somebody can love you and the person has a bad attitude and you want to stop. You people can work on it.
Together.
Together. You can work on it together.
But
While
if
you
it's-
are working on it together and you know this person is going to embarrass me before my friends and I love this person, I want to keep this person, you restrain that movement.
You won't bring the person
You
close
won't
to the
bring the
friends.
person close to where people are that she will embarrass you.
But how long will you continue?
Eh?
But of course, we're going to still continue on this particular topic. It's still long. I think
Yeah.
there's going to be a part 2 of this particular topic by the grace of God on Wednesday. We just have to talk more about it. But this is as much time that we can take on the program Inside Today. Thank you so much, Justina Hepzibah, for being a part of the program. And
Thank
of course, she is an administrator and the CEO of Hepzibah Collections. Thank you so much for being a part of the program.
you.
And remember, she says that when you're going into a relationship or courtship, go with your eyes, your nose, your
Brain.
head, your brain, everything. That cracked me up. And remember, mutual respect is key.
Yeah.
Be respectful is very important. Abuse under the guise of love is not love at all. You can work on yourselves. It's very important. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you all so much for being a part of the program. Have an amazing day ahead. Bye.
Bye.